Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1530.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about inflation being down because yesterday a report came in that showed inflation is lower. And that gives us runway for possible cuts in interest rates. In fact, most Fed officials see rate cuts coming, but the opinions vary widely on how many rate cuts, according to the minutes from their meeting. But the central bank's monthly survey of consumer expectations shows that respondents in June saw inflation at 3% 12 months from now. That's the same level it was in January. That's a 0.2 percentage point decline from May and a retreat from the 3.6% peak hit in March and April. Thus far, according to CNBC, tariffs have yet to show up in most inflation readings. The Consumer Price Index rose just 0.1% in May, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, though the annual inflation rate of 2.4% remains above the Fed's 2% goal. Inflation expectations at the 3- and 5-year horizons were unchanged at 3% and 2.6% respectively, according to the survey. While the headline inflation outlook eased, respondents still expect higher prices in several key individual categories. The survey pointed to expectations for a 4.2% increase in gas prices, 9.3% for medical care, the highest since June of 2023, and 9.1% for both college education and rent. The outlook for food price increases was unchanged at 5.5%. Unemployment metrics also showed some improvement, with a 1.1% percentage decrease in the expectation for a higher unemployment rate a year from now. Also, the average expectation for losing one's job fell to 14%, a 0.8 percentage point drop and the lowest reading since December. While all of this is happening, the NASDAQ hit an all-time high. And there's more good news in the background. The tax incentives listed in the Big Beautiful Bill, AI profits, which incredibly, since ChatGPT was debuted, the NASDAQ has increased 90%. We expect some of those are due to efficiencies that AI is enabling. But the bottom line is the stock market is driven by earnings, and earnings have been strong. And that's one thing that helped NVIDIA cross the $4 trillion valuation mark today. Congratulations to them. So the market continues to be a strong bull market. We have possible Fed rate cuts coming in September, lower inflation, a decent jobs report, and good earnings from corporations. And my outlook is for a continuation of the bull market and for lower interest rates by the end of this year. We should also see precious metals start to rise, possibly from a weaker dollar. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more wealth tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.